just kidding, I won't waste your time.
Luigi's Pizza Bar and Grill.
With toppings all around, it's a pizza party, oh my.
Luigi's Pizza Bar and Grill, 712 Valley Street, Manchester. Come on in or call 622-1021. Luigi, keeping the tradition alive since 1975.
Pizza for everyone, come join the feast tonight. With each slice and topping, everything feels so right.
In times of crisis, you need a law firm that stands by your side. With over 40 years of experience, Craig & Getsoulis is dedicated to fighting for your rights. As former state prosecutors, our attorneys have the knowledge and trial experience to provide an aggressive defense against any charge, from DUIs to homicides. If you've been injured, our compassionate team will assess your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Serving all of New Hampshire, Craig & Getsoulis is here when you need us most. Visit CraigGetsoulis.com for a free consultation. Craig & Getsoulis, your advocates, your allies.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry. Located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Hey everyone, this is Rob Azevedo, host of Granite State of Mind, and I want to tell you about Pembroke City Limits in the historic Suncook Village. PCL is an award-winning bar, restaurant, and music venue where there's live music 5 days a week and twice on Saturdays. Everything from blues, country, folk, funk, and a whole lot of jazz. We have 12 craft beers on tap dedicated to local brewers in the area and some of the friendliest bartenders around. Please come visit Pembroke City Limits at 134 Main Street in the historic Suncook Village, only 6 miles outside of Manchester. Open Tuesdays to Wednesdays, 4 to 10, Thursdays to Sunday, 11 to 10. Pembroke City Limits, where it's all about the music.
Diz's Cafe is the place to put a smile on your face. Judy and the crew will take care of you. Bring your appetite and treat your taste buds right. Diz's Cafe is always a winning choice. Breakfast, lunch, or supper. Diz's Cafe at 860 Elm Street in downtown Manchester. Dine in, take out, or make a reservation. Call 603-606-2532. Eat, drink, and be happy. Diz's Cafe.
When it comes to keeping WMNH on the air and your own personal or business computer needs, trust Groland Computers. Located on Elm Street in Manchester, Groland handles computer repair, virus removal, and custom-built systems. Are you looking for budget-friendly options? Check out our selection of fully inspected used computers. We offer tailored on-site solutions. No unnecessary expenses here. Visit Groland.com or call Groland Computers at 603-645-0101. Your tech, your way. Trust Groland Computers.
Midnight.
7 times out of 10, we listen to our music at night. Thus spawned the title of this program.
Late Night Delight with DJ Midas, right here on WMNH Manchester.
You want to know why? Because I'm on the radio.
Saturdays and Sunday nights, midnight to 4 a.m.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Behold the harmony of airwaves as you immerse yourself in the captivating frequencies of WMNHLP, the sonic heartbeat of Manchester, transcending through the ether at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation. Our transmissions emanate from the zenith of 1000 Elm Street. Venture into the heart of our creative realm at 119 Canal Street, where innovation and sound collide. We bear the imprimatur of Manchester Public Television Service in the venerable city of Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Enrich your auditory journey with the depth of our licensed resonance. Dispatch your missives to WMNH953@gmail.com or traverse the virtual corridors of WMNHradio.org. Engage with our sonic vibrations by communing with us through the digital channels. Your radio beckons, eager to enthrall you with its mesmerizing cadence and envelop you in a symphony of boundless auditory wonder. WMNH, rip the knob off.
You're listening to Matt Connarton Unleashed on WMNH 95.3.
I love it. That is called In Flames. The band is a Silent Season, and we have Silent Season here with us in studio. We're going to talk with these guys in just a moment, but welcome, everybody. You have entered hour number 2, numero dos, of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious Manchester, New Hampshire. Today is Saturday, August 30th, 2025. Jenny is here, of course, at the news table.
Present and accounted for.
And we've got the guys from Silent Season. Let me get these mics on here. Yeah, that is really good. That is really good. Welcome, guys.
Hey, what's up? How's everyone doing?
Good, good. So what I think we should do, let's, because all 5 of you are here, let's start in the corner. And I'm going to have you each introduce yourselves, tell us who you are, what you do in the band, and anything else you want us to know. But mainly who you are and what you do in the band. We'll start over here.
I am Jeremy, and I'm the vocalist.
Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you.
I am Brendan. I play guitar.
Welcome, Brendan. Brendan or Brandon?
Brendan.
Brendan, okay.
I'm Enzo, and I do lead guitar.
Enzo, welcome.
I'm David, and I play drums / business magician.
Oh, business magician. I like that. All right. Welcome, David.
Thank you.
And you, sir?
And I'm Joe, and I play the bass.
All right. Welcome, Joe. So, yeah, and I'm glad that you're all here. You know, sometimes not everyone, when you have a 5-piece band, there's usually at least one person who doesn't make it, right? So it's cool that you're all here. Let's start with this because it was just announced. So you're now the co-headliners on Swarmy Fest, right? With Sepsis?
Yeah.
Coming up in November. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Very excited about that. We can't wait to play that show on November 15th. And we've been friends with Sepsis for a while, and it's exciting to finally be able to play with those guys up here and gals in Manchester.
Yeah, at Jewel, November 15th. And so how did that come about? How did that was that you're the business magician, right?
Yes.
Are you the one who made that happen, or how did that come about?
It was actually a great question, Matt. It was a collaborative effort between Joe and I. Joe knows the promoter and most of the folks in Sepsis, so we got together. We had a good conversation with Will and their team, and also the promoter, Loud Entertainment, and they said, "Hey, let's do something. We want you guys to play the show. It's been a while, and we're gonna rock it." And it's just history from there. So we're ready to go, and we hope to see everyone at that show. It's gonna be great.
The rhythm section makes it happen, right?
That's right. Right, Joe?
Absolutely.
I'm a bass player, so I appreciate you.
Thank you.
So you guys have been this band Silent Season has been around since what, 2008? Is that correct?
2008.
Yeah. Okay. I was commenting off air, you know, how impressive that is to me because there's not, you know, you don't see a ton of longevity in the music business, but I assume the lineup has changed over the years, right? Somewhat, right?
A few times.
Who are the original members? You guys have been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
And then everyone else. So everyone else has changed. So I'm curious. So what is it that? Because a lot of times when there's lineup changes, especially over the course of, so I'm not good at math. What is that? How many years is that?
Almost 18.
A lot of years.
Wow, it's a lot of years. Yeah. I mean, what is it that's driven you to keep this thing going? Like, how do you keep, or maybe you've taken breaks along the way with the band. I don't know, but what is it that keeps Silent Season going after all this time?
I think it's the music. I think it's the fans who have supported us over the years.
Yeah.
I think it's the drive. You know, if you have all of those ingredients, I think it just leads to, you know, wanting to continue no matter what happens.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. yeah. So I'm curious between the two of you, Jeremy and Brendan.
Yes.
I mean, has there ever been, when you've got to change members, because, you know, I've been in a lot of bands and I know people come and people go. I was in a band a long time ago called My Life Crisis, and I was the only, like, there were so many changes over the years, but I was the only original member. I was the only one who was in every single lineup of that band. And it was hard, you know, always keeping it going. You know, people, you know, Sepsis has gone through that too. You know, they've had a lot of, geez, Jenny, do you remember that night that you were online and you saw like they'd lost Will and Melissa, like everybody left and they had to replace everybody like in one fell swoop?
It ended up working out for the best.
It did. It all worked out, but that's one of the challenges.
Right, with the bands changing. Now you look at modern, like these days everybody's suing everybody else.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When you look at like old school rockers, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
those guys we all grew up with, and like now they're all suing each other.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
so great to see people stay together and play and continue the music and
Yeah.
in a positive way, right?
Yeah. But I'm curious, between the two of you, at any point, has there ever been a discussion about, I don't know, do we want to keep doing this? Or have you guys always been on the same page? Or
I mean, I think that for the most part, we've been on the same page. There's been, a question of like, if it is worth doing, and I think we always come back to the same answer that it is, because we just love what we do. And
yeah.
I mean, it's just important to us. It's kind of like our baby at the
Right.
end of the day,
Right, right. Plus, you've had some success. You've gotten some radio play. I was, as I was reading about you guys, and it's like, so you build up a name. It's like you don't want to just let all that go, right? Just because somebody has to go, or so how long? So Enzo, how long have you been in the band?
About 2 years.
2 years. Okay. Are you the new guy? Are you the newest member?
I'm not the newest member. That's actually Joe.
Joe's the
our bass
newest.
player.
Okay. All right. And then and David, how long have you been in the band?
So I actually I started the band with Jeremy back in 2008.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And then Brendan came along shortly thereafter, and then as Jeremy mentioned.
So you're an original member too.
I
then?
am. Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
the three of you. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. Okay.
And then some member lineup changes. Like every band typically goes through, as we discussed. But then Enzo and Joe came into the fold, and it works out. It's clicking really well, and we're very excited about the future of Silent Season.
Yeah. So where does the name come from? The obvious question, because it's a cool name.
So I was listening to a Breaking Benjamin song. I believe it was called "Sign of Season."
Okay.
But I said to myself, hey, why don't we say something about Silent Season? Because the time we started the band, there were a lot of venues closing, and there were a lot of negative things happening in the music industry with, just coming off of the whole Napster thing and digital downloading. And there was just a mix of like a lot of crazy things happening. So we said, why don't we try to come out with a positive message and, just say, hey, how can we overcome this? And especially in the rock genre, like how can we get everything back to a good spot and try to help influence the scene?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's cool. I like that. I like that it came from a good, a good positive perspective.
Yeah.
And 2008. I'm trying to think of like what was happening. So yeah, I guess that was kind of just right after.
Yeah, not too long.
Right after Napster and everything, and there was such a transition happening. It's almost, in my mind, sometimes it's hard to pinpoint, because the music business has gone through so many, just in the last 20 years, so many changes, right? It's but and not everyone can adapt to it, and being able to adapt is so important. So how long, so the three of you guys started it together, and then did it come together pretty quickly when you all started working together, or did it take a while to get it off the ground? Or
yeah. So I mean, Dave and I had been in a previous band together before, so we had chemistry as far as knowing what musical interest we had and all that kind of stuff.
That always helps. Yeah.
And then after we had Brendan come in, and then another original member and Brendan's brother, actually.
Oh, no kidding.
At the time.
Oh, wow.
That was our original lineup. And after that, I mean, we were recording, we were playing out. I think one of our first shows was with Taproot, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
At the time. We just were getting into it real fast. I think we had a couple connections and stuff, which made it a little easier, but it wasn't too hard at the time, I don't think.
And Matt, quick backstory there quickly. When we came together, I have to say this on all the interviews, Jeremy and I formulated this band idea at a Wendy's over some fries and Frosty.
No kidding. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where all the great ideas start.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Had to get that in.
And then the songs that we're hearing today, now these are these from over a period of time? Because you guys have obviously, you've recorded a lot of music, I assume, over all these years. These aren't all from one album, correct? Or maybe I'm wrong about that.
No, they're kind of spread out.
Spread out, yeah. Now, when was In Flames? Is that one of the more recent ones, or is that?
Yes, In Flames is one of our newest ones that we've been pushing.
Okay, yeah, great track.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Has the process changed over the years as far as writing and recording? And I mean, obviously with different members, I assume it changes somewhat. But what about the overall approach.
I think like you were talking about with the music industry, some things end up changing as far as like technology and what you were able to do when we first started versus what we're able to do now. Because when we first started, we were all just in a basement and we were just writing there and like recording off of this awful computer that we had.
Yeah.
And or just like a tape or something like that.
Yeah.
Really aging us at this point. But but now we have all this technology and you can just like record anything, at the palm of your hands. You have computers that can do professional recordings and stuff like that. So we kind of get ideas, based off of that. We also jam together. It's kind of a mixture of both at this point. But
yeah.
But it's cool because, you have all this stuff at your fingertips. And it just makes it a lot easier.
It's an amazing time to be alive.
Yes.
I always say, too, with the pandemic, which I assume affected you guys because it affected everybody, right? It affected the music industry, certainly. It was a terrible experience collectively, but we got to find these silver linings where we can. And one of the silver linings of it is I think it really, and this comes up all the time on the show, I think it really forced people to kind of think outside the box creatively of, well, how can we continue to make music? And the technology was already there as far as, we already had, so for example, if you're recording and you're sending tracks back and forth, we already had things like Google Drive and Dropbox and everything. Yeah. But I think the pandemic kind of forced some people who may have been a little bit technophobic and a little bit resistant to using that stuff to really embrace that and learn, what's going on in terms of technology and how can I use that? Because, if I don't learn this stuff now, I'm kind of screwed. I know I can tell you for myself, just as an aside, I also work as a hypnotherapist.
Oh, cool.
And I'd always been really resistant to doing sessions online until that was the only way to do them for a while, so, but yeah, that's one of those few silver linings about the pandemic. I think it kind of forced everyone forward in terms of technology. And, and a lot of people we've had on the show over the years too have talked about how, they'll say, I didn't think I could, I could play, I could write, but I didn't think I could record. I didn't think I could engineer something, but I was forced to learn how to do it. And now I'm really glad I learned how to do it, so knowledge is power. Why don't we play another track? I love all of these songs. They're so good. Usually I leave it to the guest. I would like to be, with your permission, I'd like to be a little bit selfish and play Hopeless.
Okay,
awesome. Let's do it.
Because this song, I love this song, and I like all of them, but this one really connected with me. I'm curious if there's a story behind this one or anything we should know about it before we hear it.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of written at a time where I was feeling really, hopeless. I was not in a good place. I didn't really know like where my life was going. I didn't know where, what was in the future. And we kind of try to put a positive spin on all of our music and, make it so like, telling people they can get out of that. They can conquer, whatever they're feeling or, all the negative stuff.
Yeah.
And music is therapy for me in that sense. And that's how I got out of my hopeless kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Is by, writing that with the guys and that's basically what it's about.
Well, that's the thing too about, using music and creating art for therapy, because not only do I think it's the best therapy, right? When you take anything that's bothering you or trauma or anything and you create something out of it that is art, that's, I think, the best way to deal with it. But also with music, as an example, it also ends up helping other people too, because then they can relate to it and, okay, I feel this, and that's, and then they connect to the song too. So you help yourself, but you also help other people too. And, you've probably had people tell you over the years that
that's one of the most rewarding things that you can have a fan tell you is that this song helped me through this time.
Yep.
Because I know that, I went through a bunch of times when I was a kid and I listened to songs and they helped me through those. So.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, let's give this a spin. When was this recorded? Is this one of the newer ones, or?
This is also one of the newer ones.
Oh, cool. I thought so. Okay, excellent. If you are just joining us, we have Silent Season here with us in studio, and let's listen to this. This track is called Hopeless.
And I don't know which way is so far gone. My eyes for my death, make it big again. You feel like God. Why can I go back and face my fears? This isn't your life. No one can see.
I love that. That is Hopeless. The band is Silent Season, and we've got Silent Season here with us live in studio. Yeah, that's such a great track. I love that chorus. It's very, very strong. Whoops, there we go. Didn't have all those mics on. It's very, it's a great chorus. It's very catchy. Lyrics are very inspiring. It's funny, too, because it kind of fools you, right? Because the song is called Hopeless, but it's actually very hopeful.
Yeah.
So it's a little twist there that's nice. But no, I like that a lot. That came out, last year? Was that what I was reading correct? Right.
Yeah.
So it's been out for a little bit, but yeah, great track.
Thank you.
I also want to mention too, Sheila from Paper Jam was she had messaged. I think she had messaged. Did she message you that?
She messaged me. Yes.
About how you guys are one of her favorite bands, and she was so thrilled to be able to interview you on her birthday for Paper Jam.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so congratulations on that.
Great folks up there at Paper Jam. We appreciate all their support.
Oh, yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
They always send me the best artists.
Oh, yeah. We get a lot of guests
awesome.
from them. And,
nice.
You know, every month we always look forward to getting Paper Jam in the mail, too. It's so cool that, because that's quite an undertaking in the digital age, to say, okay, we're going to put out this magazine. You know what I mean? And I remember when we had them on the show, I asked Sheila and Tony, I said, did anyone, when you started Paper Jam, did anyone try to talk you out of it? Did anyone say, do you really want to, in a time when, traditional publications have struggled and have been struggling for, probably 20 years with the rise of digital media, do you really want to do this? And they said, no one really tried to. Like, everyone was like super supportive, and it worked out.
That's great.
They're having a lot of success with it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Joe introduced us to Paper Jam. He was very connected to them before. So
cool.
We're forever thankful for that connection as well.
Yeah.
Just being able to hold something in your hands and look at it.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
The computer screen just doesn't do it.
Right. Yeah. No, it's very, very cool. Very cool. Have you guys been, obviously, we talked about Swarmy Fest coming up in November. Are you guys playing a lot of shows generally, or are you doing a lot of, what's the live situation like?
Yeah, as of late, we've been playing a lot of great shows over the New England base and area. We just opened up for the Word Alive at Bright Music Hall a couple weeks ago, which was amazing. We also jammed with Keith Wallen of Breaking Benjamin at the Palladium in Worcester.
Okay.
That was an amazing show. And Lakeview, shout out to those guys. They added us to a couple of their shows. And we have more planned coming up. We'll be announcing some of the other shows. We're not going to fall off. We're going to keep going hard.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everyone coming to these shows and giving us the support. And we like to call the fans our friends. Mm-hmm. We look at them as our friends. And they're helping us. They're getting the word out there. Paper Jam and everyone across. So let's keep it going and let's keep the train moving.
When you play live, do you play songs that span the entire history of the band, or how does that work? Because like we talked about, you guys have been around a while. You got a lot of music, right?
Yeah, we try to get the ones that the singles, Chance was a single from Breaking Me Down. Almost as Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah.
And then with the couple from the War Within, and definitely the newest ones, we definitely try to fit in there as well.
Yeah. How many albums do you have? as a band, or albums and EPs? Or
we have one full album, we have one EP, and then we have a bunch of singles.
Okay.
And you were saying earlier, Matt, about the time of COVID. We really sort of changed our stance. You know, with a lot of bands, like we saw bands like Spirit Box and releasing singles. You know,
Yep.
it became a little bit more like get the content out quicker, and keep the base engaged. So we decided to do more singles. But we're that's not going to stop us. I should say we're thinking about EPs and get a collection of our art out there. So I guess it just really depends on the mood and what's going on out there, because we want to be able to deliver what the friends and want from Silent Season.
Well, that's another thing that's changed too. Is there's so many different ways to release music now. When I was growing up, it was you've got an album and then you've got a series of singles. If you're lucky, you have a series of singles, or maybe you only have one. It depends. But now it's like a lot of artists do the inverse of that. They release a series of singles that eventually coalesce into an album, or maybe they put out. I forget who it was recently we had on the show. There was somebody it was Jesse Rutstein. He's got an EP, but that EP is going to become part of a larger album. It's so there's so many different ways to do it now, but I think the key, as you alluded to, David, is because you got to feed that algorithm, right? You somehow, even if you're only doing albums, because some artists are stubborn and they will only do albums, but then it's like when you do an album and you release that album, so you've got that one shot to make a big splash, which is very difficult in the digital age that we live in. So so you got to figure out ways to stay engaged with your audience. Right. So they don't forget about you,
Right. Yeah, social media engagement, content. We're being in a band today. It's like we're creating art, but we're also becoming influencers in a way.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of how I think of it. Everyone's an influencer now, and some people don't like that term, but it's it
just
makes
the world
sense.
we live in.
Yeah. Everyone's an influencer. Everyone's a brand. You got to kind of embrace that. It's if you want to have a long. Like I said, a lot of bands don't have the kind of longevity you guys have, but if you want to have that longevity, you gotta embrace everything that you got to do to, to stay in front of your fans and continue to grow that fan base. And so you guys are, you have the right attitude. You're clearly on a good path. So that's great. I noticed too, you've had some airplay on, is it Octane on Sirius?
Sirius XM. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool too.
Yeah. Shout out to those guys. We appreciate their support. And, but we've done we've done a lot of campaigns, like you were saying earlier, with radio. Again, I draw back to COVID. I mean, trying to be creative during a time where we couldn't play out a lot.
Yep.
And we released some music, but it was trying to stay fresh out there. How can we stay fresh? And that was really radio is a strong medium, as a way to get our music out there along with social media. So it really worked out well for us in that regards.
Yeah. 100%. Why don't we play another track? What do you guys now? This time, I will not be selfish. You guys can pick. What should we play next?
Enzo, Joe, you want to pick one?
Oh yeah.
Let's do Enzo and Joe. We'll pick one.
Okay.
There's Wounds and Stars. I think. We went through Stars before. Wounds and Chance.
I don't have Stars in front of me for some reason.
Okay.
Although I thought you did send that though, but oh no, I do see it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Wounds and Chance. I think those are still.
But I do have Stars also. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't see it at first.
We'll go Wounds.
You want to go with Wounds? Okay.
Yeah. We'll keep it going that way.
All right. Cool. Anything we should know about this before we play it? Is there a story or a?
Oh, look at Jeremy.
Yeah. No. I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff around this time was just generally about anxiety and how to get over it. Also keeping that positive vibe, with not just being like, oh, poor me or whatever, but like, hey, like we get over this, whatever.
Yeah.
So it was kind of along the same lines.
Okay. All right. I like it. All right. Let's give this a spin. This is Wounds, and the band is Silent Season.
Shadow side. it's mine. Nothing's worth the time it took to heal these wounds. I'm looking past the blinds. No one's worth the time it took to heal these wounds. When will I heal these wounds? You can't get out of your
That is called Wounds. The band is a Silent Season, and we have Silent Season here with us live in studio. Another great track. Jeremy, is it hard to sing like that when you got to switch back and forth between the? I mean, does that ever bother your throat?
It's very hard.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've been really trying to hone in on both of those aspects lately. Trying to coach myself in vocals, but also like not just vocal singing, but then also like learning the screams and stuff like that, and trying to get more knowledge about how to do it correctly. Because I feel like for a long time I was just kind of just doing whatever I wanted to and not like actually like looking into it and like how you should.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's tricky sometimes. Like not as of recently because I've been kind of doing a little bit more research into it, but sometimes it was just so hard to like scream and then go back to singing and scream and go back to singing. But,
right.
Yeah, no, it's a constant uphill battle, but I think that it's getting better.
Yeah, I've always kind of marveled at singers who can do that and seamlessly go back and forth like that. Yeah. Do you do anything special for your vocal cords? Like for some people use lemon, or hot tea.
I have two different devices that I've been using as of recently. One's kind of looks like a whistle. I can't specifically remember what these things are called, except for one's called Dr. Vox. And it's like kind of like a water bottle that's like half filled, and then you like sing into it, and it kind of like warms up your vocal cords.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I feel like those things are good for when you're, about to do like a recording session or something like that, but maybe not necessarily for when you're about to, go live on a set or whatever.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Oh, I saw a chat room message too. I want to make sure I read this. Renee Carlisle Abbott says, "Hi, Daddy. Love Devin and Riley and Julian." So there you go.
Yep, those are my kids.
Yeah.
And my beautiful family and my wife.
Oh, very nice.
I love
very
you guys
nice.
too. Thank
That's
you very
cool.
much.
Now, having a supportive family is definitely. Do they come see you live?
What's that?
Do they?
Yeah, my oldest son has, and my wife has. My
Oh.
two little ones, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
I don't know if they can handle it.
Yeah, the volume of it. Yeah, absolutely. So if you are just joining us, we do have Silent Season here with us live in studio. And what's the in terms of what does the future hold in terms of new music? Like, are you guys always working on new music, or obviously you've got you're playing shows and you got Swarmy Fest coming up, which is a big deal. But are you guys also actively working on new stuff, or?
Yeah, the summer has been packed with shows. So I mean, between work life and then playing shows, we've done a lot of that.
Yeah.
I think that now that things have kind of died down for a minute, we're going to be focusing on putting out new music or writing new music.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things that are kind of in the vault right now.
Yeah.
So it should be easy to work with, though.
Yeah. Good. As far as the live shows go, is there anybody in the area? Are there any bands that you've kind of, it happens organically. Are there any bands you've kind of teamed up with? I mean, Sepsis obviously for Swarmy Fest, but are there bands that you play a lot of shows with?
We've been involved in the local scene for a while, and a lot of bands have come and gone. But as of recently, we've been playing shows with bands like Red Crown, Chasing the Devil. We know those guys really well.
Mm-hmm.
We played a few shows with Major Moment. They're doing their thing.
Oh yeah.
and there's just so many of them. But those have been like really I mentioned those because I know a lot of the bands, the two I mentioned at the beginning, are from New Hampshire.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, keep an eye out. We may end up doing more with those bands. But we also have been really focused a lot on national shows as of late too, as a strategy.
Good.
To
Yeah.
get back. We were doing that, and we toured in the past, and we were writing, and then we kind of started playing some local shows again. But everything we do, we try to do with strategy in mind. You know.
Yeah.
As the business grows and we evolve as a band.
Yeah. Who are some of them? I'm curious about national acts that you guys have played with.
Yeah. So over the years, we've played with bands like Black Veil Brides at the Palladium,
Nice.
Falling in Reverse. We played with
wow.
them when Radkey was getting out of his thing and getting back on the road. We've also played with
Seven Dust.
Yeah, we toured with Seven
nice.
Dust.
I love Seven
in
Dust.
10 years. And
Yeah.
Gemini Syndrome, a few bands to mention. 12 Foot Ninja, I got to throw those guys out too. From Australia, amazing band. But yeah, just a slew of nationals over the years, and we want to keep that ball rolling.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
And you said you'd gone out on tour.
Yep. We did a couple weeks with Seven Dust, and Gemini Syndrome was on that, and then we did another tour with 10 Years and 12 Foot Ninja.
Okay.
And other offers came in. It's hard because it's all, it's a business. It's a big investment.
Yep.
And, but we're very thankful for those tours. And Seven Dust was just amazing. They were very welcoming. They treated us as family.
Yep.
And we'll forever be grateful for that. And we always keep in touch with those guys. So, I just wanted to share.
Yeah, I met them when they played at Meadowbrook. Boy, how long ago was that? That was quite a while ago too. Jeez, I might have been around 2008. But really nice guys.
Yeah, they're great. They're great, and they're still doing it after all these years.
Yep,
they're road warriors, and they're phenomenal musicians and great, amazing music.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anybody you guys have wanted to like? Do you have like a dream band that you'd love to open for or get to tour with?
I definitely have one.
Yeah.
And we've tried a few times to try to open for them, but I'm a huge fan of the band He Is Legend.
Okay.
And they've come by the Taffeta about a year ago.
Oh,
and
really?
then, and they're coming by in September, actually pretty soon. We tried to get on that show. It seems like they were full for that.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I'm going to be there anyways in the crowd. Because they're one of my favorite bands.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that would definitely be mine.
Oh, very cool.
And quick story on that. I'm a guy full of stories. I'll make this quick.
No, that's good.
So before Enzo, well, actually, when Enzo joined, we had played a show right before COVID with He Is Legend, While She Sleeps in Somerville, and when Enzo was playing with us shortly after he joined, he said, "Hey, you guys played with He Is Legend at Once Ballroom in Somerville." We're like, "Yeah, we did." I was there. I'm like,
"Oh wow!"
We're like, "Wow, that's crazy." Small world kind of vibe, and we didn't know him at the time. And few years fast forward, he then joined the band, and I think it was meant to be at that He Is Legend show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's very.
Now
cool.
we just gotta come full circle,
Yeah.
and like Enzo said, we gotta play a show with He Is Legend. So He Is Legend, if you're listening, let's do this.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's hit another studio track. So we got a couple we haven't played, right? We haven't played Chance or Stars. We'll play one now, and then we'll play one for the end of the segment. How's that? So I'll let you guys pick.
Sounds good.
Which one you want to go with next?
Brendan, Joe, Jeremy.
Let's do Stars.
You do Stars?
Sure.
Is this what's the newest one, by the way? Is it Stars?
No, the newest ones are In Flames and Hopeless.
Okay, those are the two that okay. All right, cool. Let's give this a spin. If you're just joining us, we've got Silent Season here with us live in studio, and we're going to play another track. This is called Stars.
I could just look in your eyes and fall for you 1,000 times. Just give me one more sign. I forget. I won't waste your time.
I didn't even want to talk over the feed. It sounds so cool. As a radio guy, I'm supposed to talk over the fade out, rather, not feed, the fade out, but I just love that so much. I just wanted to let that ring out. That's so cool. That's an epic song. Great job, guys. I love that. I love that. That is Stars. The band is Silent Season. And hey, thank you all for joining us today. This has been great. Really love talking to you guys. I want to make sure, so a couple things. I want to make sure, remind everybody about Swarmy Fest, November 15th. You guys are co-headlining with Sepsis. Very, very cool. Right across the street at Jewel.
Right. Yep.
Right here in Manchester. So I'm excited to see you guys live. That's going to be great. Matt Connarton Unleashed is one of the sponsors on the show, so we're really looking forward to that. And then let's see. Where should people go? Where's the best place for people to go online to keep up with everything that you guys are doing?
Yeah, we have a website, silentseasonmusic.com. It lists out all our socials on there. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X. We just as of recently started TikTok. Not dances, really more show announcements and some cool live footage. But, so we're engaging there as well. And, we're in a few different places. But if you go to our website, you'll really be able to find all our content. And Enzo is also helping running our website. He set up a mailing list, so sign up for our mailing list and find out the latest and greatest updates about Silent Season.
Excellent. And then when's your next show? Is Swarmy Fest the next one, or do you have something before then? Where's the next place?
It's the next one right now, but even though we said we're going to be working on some things with music, we're going to sort of multitask. There's a couple shows we're working on in Providence and
good.
Also maybe New Jersey. That's all I can say for now.
Okay.
But as soon as more details come out, we'll be sure to let the show here know, and we can let everyone find out what's going on if they want to travel to come see us.
Yep.
But we're going to try to also do some more shows, obviously, around the area so we don't lose the burn and, just keep active, multitasking, writing, shows, all that good stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. People who haven't done it don't know. There's a lot that goes into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And shout out again to Paper Jam, right? That's so cool.
Paper Jam.
I know Sheila's probably listening right now. So
yeah.
If you are just joining us and you don't know, she had messaged Jenny earlier and said how much she loved, because you guys are like one of her favorite bands. She loved interviewing you on her birthday. So
yeah.
So
we got a special edition coming out with them September October edition.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, I think so. We will end the only one we didn't play yet is Chance, correct?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So we'll end the segment with this. And if you are listening live on Saturday, stick around. We've got Cody Pope coming up in the third hour. So very excited about that. This is Matt Connarton Unleashed. We are live on WMNH 95.3 FM. And we will close the segment with this. This is Chance, and the band is Silent Season. And guys, thank you again so much.
Thank you so much, Matt. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
You got it.
I can feel the storm awaiting at my door.
right now, a WMNH 95.3 FM exclusive, Matt Connarton Unleashed presents the world radio premiere of the new single from Brides. This is called Creature Culture.
You are listening to WMNH 95.3.
World premiere. Luigi's Pizza Bar and Grill.
For everyone, let's raise a slice on high with toppings all around. It's a pizza party, oh my.
Luigi's Pizza Bar and Grill, 712 Valley Street, Manchester. Come on in or call 622-1021. Luigi, keeping the tradition alive since 1975.
Pizza for everyone, come join the feast tonight. With each slice and topping, everything feels so right.
In times of crisis, you need a law firm that stands by your side. With over 40 years of experience, Craig & Getsoulis is dedicated to fighting for your rights. As former state prosecutors, our attorneys have the knowledge and trial experience to provide an aggressive defense against any charge, from DUIs to homicides. If you've been injured, our compassionate team will assess your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Serving all of New Hampshire, Craig & Getsoulis is here when you need us most. Visit CraigGetsoulis.com for a free consultation. Craig & Getsoulis, your advocates, your allies.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at QueenCityCabinetryNH.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Hey everyone, this is Rob Azevedo, host of Granite State of Mind, and I want to tell you about Pembroke City Limits in the historic Suncook Village. PCL is an award-winning bar, restaurant, and music venue where there's live music 5 days a week and twice on Saturdays. Everything from blues, country, folk, funk, and a whole lot of jazz. We have 12 craft beers on tap dedicated to local brewers in the area and some of the friendliest bartenders around. Please come visit Pembroke City Limits at 134 Main Street in the historic Suncook Village, only 6 miles outside of Manchester. Open Tuesdays to Wednesdays, 4 to 10, Thursdays to Sunday, 11 to 10. Pembroke City Limits, where it's all about the music.
Diz's Cafe is the place to put a smile on your face. Judy and the crew will take care of you. Bring your appetite and treat your taste buds right. Diz's Cafe is always a winning choice. Breakfast, lunch, or supper. Diz's Cafe at 860 Elm Street in downtown Manchester. Dine in, take out, or make a reservation. Call 603-606-2532. Eat, drink, and be happy. Diz's Cafe.
When it comes to keeping WMNH on the air and your own personal or business computer needs, trust Groland Computers. Located on Elm Street in Manchester, Groland handles computer repair, virus removal, and custom-built systems. Are you looking for budget-friendly options? Check out our selection of fully inspected used computers. We offer tailored on-site solutions. No unnecessary expenses here. Visit Groland.com or call Groland Computers at 603-645-0101. Your tech, your way. Trust Groland Computers.
Midnight. 7 times out of 10, we listen to our music at night. Thus spawned the title of this program.
Late Night Delight with DJ Midas, right here on WMNH Manchester.
You wanna know why? Because I'm on the radio.
Saturdays and Sunday nights, midnight to 4 a.m.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Behold the harmony of airwaves as you immerse yourself in the captivating frequencies of WMNHLP, the sonic heartbeat of Manchester, transcending through the ether at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation. Our transmissions emanate from the zenith of 1000 Elm Street. Venture into the heart of our creative realm at 119 Canal Street, where innovation and sound collide. We bear the imprimatur of Manchester Public Television Service in the venerable city of Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Cafe. Enrich your auditory journey with the depth of our licensed residents. Dispatch your missives to WMNH953@gmail.com or traverse the virtual corridors of WMNHradio.org. Engage with our sonic vibrations by communing with us through the digital channels. Your radio beckons, eager to enthrall you with its mesmerizing cadence and envelop you in a symphony of boundless auditory wonder.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
When Matzo wakes up in the morning, he gets into the shower, and to the top of his lungs, he sings, I'm the man. I do what I want because I can. All right, back to the radio show now. All the best, Jerry.
Been in a daze, mind's a maze and a blaze. I've been catching fire since before the 12th grade. I had this desire but couldn't get out my way. Now I'm double the age, still rewinding the days. Can't believe with all I've done, I'm still looking back. Been cleaning up, but still remember the cooking crack. The strength I had for the needle never quite took it back. Some days I still find that I'm quite shook, in fact. The light keeps going out, maybe that's a sign for me. I have accepted that one day will be time for me. Someone's revenge? I suppose that it's fine with me. Nothing in life often happen when the timing's sweet. All I can do, work to build a good now and then. Stay in the sun to make up for days that's shrouded in dens. I am the howling man standing upon the howling winds. Night of the hunter, the preacher upon the prowl again. Not perfect, not even close to alright. Can't remember the last time I slept all night. Eyes wide open, but I need another hour. I just fell asleep already, time for the shower. No sugar added, no sugar added. I just need water, mentally I am padded. No sugar added, no sugar added. Somewhere between being happy and maddened. Apocalypse now, anxiety and alarms again. Hope my horrible ways could never harm a friend. Some men crossed me in, never saw him again. Even a heathen or a demon can fall from a sin. Who call it again? I'm not sorry to them. Drowning in my own flood, I hardly can swim. Then I stop too late, how could I be so selfish? Do the stupidest things, but know that I'm not helpless. Bad patterns, habits I need to learn to break. I'm mad scattered, this matter I need to learn to shake. Wield extinguisher or light the match to burn the lake. Every roll of the dice, the one determined fate. Slipping into the void for just a few hours. Doing my best to not flip, I got no new flower. My dreamscape is a place that I do scour. In search of answers like how I could better use power. Not perfect, not even close to alright. Can't remember the last time I slept all night. Eyes wide open, but I need another hour. I just fell asleep already, time for the shower. No sugar added, no sugar added. I just need water, mentally I am padded. No sugar added, no sugar added. Somewhere between being happy and maddened.
I love it. That is Cody Pope and Byron G. No Sugar Added from the album Giant Steps in Gate City. And we have Cody Pope here with us in studio. We're going to speak with him in just a moment. But welcome, everybody. If you are listening live on Saturday, we have entered hour number 3, Numero Trace, of Matt Connarton Unleashed. We are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious Manchester, New Hampshire. Jenny is here, of course, at the news table.
Present and accounted for.
And it is a Saturday, August 30th, and I hear the doorbell. Oh, my goodness. Are we expecting company? Jenny is going to, well, that's very strange. Let me get this mic on here. Actually, we switched to the other mic. There we go. Cody Pope is here. Hi, Cody.
Good morning. What up, everybody?
Welcome back. Yes, I don't know why the doorbell is ringing up. It's occasionally, I don't know if you know this. We've probably told you this. You probably know. This used to be a bus station.
Yeah.
And occasionally people will come here trying to buy bus tickets because I think if you look it up on Google, it still shows this is a location where you can purchase bus tickets in Manchester.
It's funny that all the big signage outside that says like radio and TV doesn't sway them away.
And they're literally, I told someone this once and I think they thought I was kidding. There's actually a sign. I don't know if you've seen the sign on the building that actually says we do not sell bus tickets here.
No, that's so good.
Yeah, it's on the building. I don't think people notice it, as evidenced by the fact that people still come here to buy bus tickets. But yeah, there's a sign on the building that says we do not sell bus tickets here.
That's wild.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But no, I love that track. Now that Giant Steps in Gate City, that was out the last time you were here, right?
So I think we were here before. I think we might have been here before it came out.
Right.
But we were like in the run of getting ready for that to come out.
That's right. Yes. Okay, I recall now. And you're still now you're working with Byron G still, right? But he's got something else he's doing as well.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of working separately, but still together with Hellhound Publishing, correct?
Yeah. So Hellhound is still running full steam. Byron and I have a bunch of music in the vault. I want to say a little earlier this year, anybody that's like been to any of our shows, obviously you know Byron, but you also know Patrick. Patrick was our live sound engineer for a number of years. The two of them have actually started a new company called 603 Beat Collaborative.
Okay.
And they do live audio, they do engineering, podcasting, stuff for big corporate events, all sorts of stuff like that. So they've just been killing it and doing a lot of the like initial groundwork of getting that all up and running. And so while they were doing that, I just figured I should keep the bus moving, keep the Hellhound thing going.
Yep.
They have families and kids and things that occupy a lot of time. I have the position in life to be a rapper with a cat and a fiance. So it affords me a little more flexibility. And so I'm just taking the torch and running with it and trying to keep things moving until everything settles down.
Yeah. You don't have any kids?
No.
Isn't it nice? I'm also childless.
Yeah, it is a very fortunate position.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. People with children always look really happy and everything.
Yeah, that's the thing is like
I'm kidding.
But I imagine that like parenting could be cool. Like I'm sure there's people
Jenny has a son.
Yeah, so it's like that's the thing is like parenting is cool as you want to be as a parent.
Yeah,
and for me, I'm just too selfish and too caught up on this whole creative endeavor in life.
That's always been my thing too, to have that degree of responsibility for another human being. I don't even know how anyone affords it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
Things have tripled or almost quadrupled in price in my adult life.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Jenny, my curiosity is killing me. Why was the doorbell ringing?
Somebody looking for a bus.
For real? That is
Boston.
That is what it was? Yeah.
Yes, it was somebody looking for a bus to Boston. I did my best to try and explain how to go to North Londonderry to get a bus to Boston.
Yes.
Because I don't know any other way.
Yeah, I think it's either that or Nashua.
Yeah.
Take an Uber to North Londonderry. I'm so sorry, sweetie. There's no bus here.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Wow. All right. Yeah. I mean, I said it half kidding, but apparently that is what it was. Well, very good. So,
that's why the door stays locked.
Yeah.
I can
people
understand
think it's
that.
a bus station still.
Oh yeah. Cause I don't know.
Probably says it online still, does it?
Well, that's the thing.
I'll
I was telling Cody that if you look online, it still says you can get bus tickets here. Yeah, when we first moved into this building, because you were at the you were on the show when we were at the old place.
Yep.
I know that at first, if they left the door unlocked during the morning show on weekdays, people would just wander into the building, thinking they were going to buy bus tickets. So
I'm sure that can be scary.
Yeah, some stranger walking in. Now, so Giant Steps in Gate City. So this is your newest release.
Yeah,
and then
that is the second full-length but fifth project from Byron and I.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Now who are you working with these days? Because I saw, so you've got a band that you perform with sometimes now.
Yeah. So it's interesting how it all kind of came to be, but big shout out to DJ Myth and the Shaskeen.
Oh yeah, DJ Myth.
DJ Myth and Sean Caliber, great artist from around the way too. The two of them do an event called Sound Off Saturdays at the Shaskeen once in a while. I think it's like once a month, and it's always a different theme. And so they had the theme of like rappers with a live band.
Yeah.
And they had if I understood correctly, they had 2 acts, but then one of them had to drop, or maybe they just had the 1 act and they needed to fill up the other slot.
Yeah.
So in me and Myth's like usual conversation, I just was like, look, I can't promise that I can pull this off, but if you really don't have anybody, I was like, I certainly know people in bands. I can try and pull this together for a show.
Yeah.
And I did the Facebook solicitation thing. I had a really great drummer who I think you actually have met before. Big shout out to Axel from Dead Harrison.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So Axel hit me up.
Yep.
And then a childhood friend of mine hit me up as well who played guitar. And we all met at a jam space in Nashua. And Axel and I hit it off really well. The guitar player ended up having some family stuff and things that he had to deal with. So it just like wasn't a good time.
Yeah.
So he kind of stepped out of the picture quick. And so it was like Axel and I, and we were kind of like, look, we just need to do this show.
Mhm.
So even if it's just the 2 of us, like you could just drum over the music. We'll do the show to help them out. And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
A week before the show, maybe like a week and a half, a guitar player hit us up who, I don't know, are you familiar with the band Volley?
Yes, we've had them on.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love these guys. So
Yeah.
shout out to them. Dane from Volley reached out and he was like, look, I'm going on vacation with my family this week. He's like, if you don't have anybody on, I think the show was on the 10th. And I think he was coming back from his vacation on the 3rd. And he was like, look, if you don't have anybody by the 3rd, send me the music and I will do my best to learn it. And I was like, okay. So we got together that Tuesday. I think it was like the 4th. We had 1 practice for a couple hours and just like worked out a set, went and did the show that night and absolutely like crushed.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun. The audience, it was like playing to all new people. It was a way different audience than I usually play to.
Yeah.
They were super receptive. We sounded great. We felt great.
Yeah.
So like after the show, I was like, oh man, we did it. Like, thank you guys so much. And they were both like, well, we should just keep doing this.
Yeah.
Like, why? And I was like, well, what a dream, you know, like
Yeah.
I was just going to be happy if we did it for 1 show.
Yeah.
And the fact that they wanted to keep up with it, I was so ecstatic.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have 2 shows in September now, and we're currently on the search for a bassist and a keyboard player.
Nice.
Kind of
nice.
fill things out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now what's it called? Cody Pope and what?
Cody Pope and the Key Holders.
And the key holders. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool.
So people that are into the Cody and Byron stuff,
Yeah.
we have a song from one of our projects called the Key Holders theme song.
Oh.
And that kind of ties into us being from Nashua because Nashua is the gate city. And so
Oh, that makes sense.
you
Okay.
know, culturally there's lots of talk now more than ever about gatekeeping and the
Mhm.
idea of gatekeeping.
Mhm.
And I'm not a huge fan of gatekeeping like I understand it to a degree, but I also am kind of the challenge or of the ilk of like, look, I could give you all the resources that I have, but you're not going to do what I do.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
you know, it's like you could give 2 people a paintbrush and they're going to make a different thing.
Right. Exactly.
And so Keyholder just kind of came this thing of like, I'm happy to share my tools with the right people.
Mhm.
Like if you're on this path for real and you really care about the craft and what you're doing and I have something that I can share with you, I'm happy to do that if it's for the right reason.
Yeah.
Like I'm not afraid of sharing game, but I
Right.
do understand protecting the culture too. And so
Right.
that's kind of where the idea of like the key holders came from. It's just like we've kind of made our like we're a part of hip hop as a greater thing,
Mhm.
but Hellhound is very much like its own kind of like community and subculture. And like we have a lot of people that come out specifically to our stuff and that
Yeah.
specifically rock with us rather than like the greater culture the way we love it.
Right.
And so we look at that as like something we've cultivated and something we have to protect too. We want to grow it
Yeah.
and continue it to blossom,
Mhm.
but we have to like protect the sanctity of these people that come and really appreciate this thing. You know, they come and they feel safe.
Mhm.
They feel like they can express themselves. They can be vulnerable. They can cry and dance and laugh and have fun and whatever. And so it's like, we want to make sure that that always stays a part of the ethos of what we do.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense, and it's very positive. And How long has Hellhound existed now?
So we started Hellhound I started Hellhound in 2018.
Okay. And then Byron became a part of it
in 2022.
2022. Okay. Yeah. So it had already existed for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a very interesting time period. So when we had met, I think we talked about this before, but you were doing Local Outbreak at I forget the name of the place, but it was like a vintage store in Laconia.
Yeah.
And that was the first time we had met.
That's right. Yeah.
And that was around the time that I just kind of started linking up with Bizza too. And
Okay.
and I think Bizza was the one who introduced us.
Yep.
And I had started a record label called Vatican Life back then.
Oh, right.
And the last record that I put out on Vatican Life was my album called Not Having a Good Day, which a lot of people, that's kind of like the thing they know me for.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, as well known as the song has become now, when the album came out, it didn't do very well in terms of like just selling the album.
Yeah.
And then I did like a short tour to promote the album, and most of the shows on the tour did not go very well. Just like low attended, weeknight, kind of like didn't seem like people cared kind of thing. So I just became very disillusioned. And I was like, man, all the artists that I put out records for have like, I don't want to say fallen off, but kind of chosen to not pursue music anymore. And
Sure.
life dealt them other cards. And I was in this weird place where it was like, man, I had built up such momentum, and somehow I'm looking at my last album thinking like, oh, I got covered in the Hippo. I had more people at the release show. I sold more CDs. Like, what did I do wrong? I'm so proud of this album. I thought it was such a tremendous body of work, but I think I had just burnt myself out. And I think that
Happens,
I was applying too much in the wrong places.
Yeah.
I needed to step back and learn how to like do more for myself in like the creative sense, the marketing sense, like how to just be more self-dependent.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I had started kind of coming to grips with at that time was I don't know if I'm going to be able to do music forever. I want to. I
Right.
hope that I always have the privilege of doing so, but you just never know.
Mhm.
The culture could dictate that your time has come. Your audience could be exhausted with what you've done.
Mhm.
You could have something could happen that could prevent you from executing your craft at the full level. And so I realized it was like, I need to be able to do other creative endeavors and still have a platform for the music as well.
Right.
And one of my big influences in life has always been Henry Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up a punk rock kid. I
Yep.
loved Black Flag, but I found that when I was like about 12 or 13 years old. So it was like a very pivotal time in my life.
Yeah.
And I had like, I don't want to like drag on the story, but basically I had been like a punk rock fan already.
Mhm.
I used to go hang out at Barnes & Noble all the time because back then Barnes & Noble was open till 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
They had the Starbucks. So it was like a place you could just take the bus and go hang out.
Yeah.
And I was there one night, and I've always read, like I'm a big fan. Like the Hellhound logo is a book in flame.
Yep,
Like it's
yep.
very much a part of my ethos as a person.
Yeah.
But I was just looking through books, and I found a book, and it had Henry Rollins' name on it as like the author.
Yeah.
And so like 13-year-old me is like, I picked it up and I opened the first page. It was the book. It's called Solipsist.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's like, it is as raw as it comes. The
Really?
very first page is just like raw, unfiltered, honest disgust with the things that he's seeing at the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't think books could be like that. Like, I didn't think books could say that kind of stuff. And then it was like, oh, the guy from Black Flag writes books.
Yeah.
And like puts out, and then I saw the record label that he had.
Yep.
And they put out books, and they did concerts, and they put out spoken word albums. And so it just made me realize that like, maybe I had boxed myself in too much. Like,
yeah.
I write, it's not that I write raps, I started off as a punk rock kid. I played in hardcore and metal bands. Like I've played numerous instruments. I've written poetry. I've done all these other things, including rap. Rap is a a skill set that has taken me the furthest of all of my skill sets. But
Okay.
doing Hellhound Publishing was like, look, we're not calling this just records or music group or whatever. This is now the entity that we can do everything through.
Yeah.
It's the cultural ethos that brings all of this art together. You know,
Yeah.
it's being raw, being vulnerable, being honest, not feeling like you have to placate to societal standards or even industry standards. Just being comfortable carving your own lane at whatever that costs.
Right. Right.
And so I kind of so the dissolution of Vatican Life was also the start of my hiatus as a rapper.
Okay.
And I ended up taking the next like almost 3 years off.
Wow.
And didn't really do, I think I put out like an EP and I played like one show or something, but I didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
I had put all of my energy into this Hellhound Publishing project.
Yeah.
And the first things that I was working on were podcasts. I had written like a radio play. So I wrote like a whole script. It was like 8 30-minute episodes.
Really?
This very like film noir based, like old school radio play style thing. I had cast a bunch of voice actors.
Wow.
Brought them to my studio and was like producing this thing. And a few months in, I just realized I was like way in over my head in
Really?
terms of doing a production of that magnitude.
Yeah.
But I knew that I was like on the right path. I knew that it was like, this is why I made Hellhound. It was
Interesting.
to do things like this.
What was the radio play about?
So it's called Gates.
Okay.
And I based it in like early like 1950s Nashua.
Yeah.
And it's really like a mix of like a sci-fi murder mystery kind of thing where
Okay.
I took a lot of those like the Raymond Chandler stories, like those kind of like detective mystery things.
Yeah.
And I tried to imbue that with my love of sci-fi and
Okay.
like how would people react to science fiction scenarios in that time in the 50s without the lack of technology that we have today.
Yeah.
So it was really fun, and I still have a lot of the stuff like in the vault, and I'm just
Oh,
trying
wow.
to figure out now. It's like, all right, how do I finish it?
Mhm.
Because I was like, I think coming from like CD culture and concert ticket culture, it's like I have this very way of thinking that was like, I need to get all 11 voice actors to the studio to like play off of each other. And how do I record that all at the and it's like people just don't have the time for that, you
Right.
know? It was
Yeah,
just
that's hard. Yeah.
and it was just like technological stuff that it was like I need to figure out how I could produce this better.
Yeah.
And now I have, but then
Yeah.
in that time the music stuff kind of picked back up so much.
Yeah.
That it was like, okay, I understand. Now I have a better understanding of how to charge forward.
Yeah.
And it's that doing the music is the thing that shines a lot of light into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And provides me the leverage to take risks on new creative ventures like a radio play or doing a podcast
Right.
or writing a book or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And so I think as long as I stay steady doing music and not compromising that,
Mhm.
people will also take risks on me doing new things.
Mhm.
And the band was kind of an example of that too.
Yeah.
We're constantly trying to bring new elements into what people see as like a hip hop show.
Mhm.
And like the flyer I gave you, you'll see we're doing an unplugged show at the end of September. So we're going to be,
Okay.
it's basically all acoustic and percussion stuff. And we're going to be doing all new renditions of some of my songs.
Oh, wow.
And stuff that was like, I was like very inspired by like Incubus, Alice in Chains, like
Yeah.
stuff like that, that it was like, how do I bring that kind of like goosebump inducing energy and still use my like the spinal cord of the music that I'm making?
Right. Right. No, I think that's really cool, and you know, to have the music as the nucleus, but to not limit yourself. You know.
Yeah.
No, I think that's excellent. If you are just joining us, Cody Pope is here with us on this Saturday morning, and so when is the next show that you're doing with the band with the Keyholders?
So the next Keyholders show, September 14th, we're going to be at the Shaskeen.
Okay.
We're going to be doing like a regular like electric, pretty high energetic set for rap night.
Yeah.
And then September 27th, we're doing our unplugged acoustic show at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Okay. Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Do you want to? So we had talked off air about you were going to rap something a cappella for us.
Yeah. I had a couple songs that so like we were saying before, with everything that's been going, I've been so fortunate to have the band. I had Byron, I had Bizza. I've always had people to bounce off of creatively when I'm on stage.
Yeah.
But the only way that I got any of those people to mess with me in the first place was by just being up there by myself.
Yeah.
And so I'd been so far removed from that for this show that I did about a week ago, it was kind of like tied into just celebrating my birthday. Like, what else would I want to do besides the thing I love?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I put together this hour-long set, and I picked songs that some I had never performed before.
Wow.
Some I hadn't performed in like 10 years. Some were like unreleased songs, and then of course some of the stuff that people have come to know and enjoy.
Yeah.
And it was just like I kind of just built this night around celebrating my catalog and the work that I've done, and it was like very cathartic. A lot of like old friends came out, a lot of new people that had no idea who I was just happened to like buy tickets because they liked the venue.
Yeah.
And it went really well. So I thought that it would be cool to kind of pick a couple songs.
Yep.
From throughout the catalog that I could do a cappella because nobody's ever heard them like that.
Yeah,
so
I'm very curious. Yeah.
So the first one that I was thinking of doing is from the Cody and Byron collection. This is a song we've been opening the show with it a lot because I feel like subject-wise it's kind of how some people think about or start the day or whatnot. And so this song is called Gratitude. This is one of the closing songs from the Giant Steps in Gate City album.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Cody Pope, live in studio.
Some days I wake up and I wish I hadn't. I hate that I'm sad, but my loved ones feel so glad then. Easily tripping, don't know why I'm so mad, man. Got a lot to be grateful for, even when I'm down bad, man. Some days I wake up and I wish I hadn't. I hate that I'm sad, but my loved ones feel so glad then. Easily tripping, don't know why I'm so mad, man. Got a lot to be grateful for, even when I'm down bad, man. Wake up in my brain already, feeling dark. Hit the couch already, chase a spark. Contemplating, am I sick or unhealthy? Is this depression or karma for unwealthy? Enough clarity to know that I'm the enemy. The one destroying me, the one should be defending me. Gotta take time enough to know you can't make time. So make mine filled with the things that shape lives. What you heard on the grapevine might not taste right. So you don't gotta make wine, you'll still make flights. Plant that seed that gon' water your family. We the real money tree, life's obstacles, standard fees. Still days I'm fighting to get through it. But I survive when I remain my truest. When the fight come at your door, you can't be truant. You miss that chance, might as well accept your ruins. Some days I wake up and I wish I hadn't. I hate that I'm sad, but my loved ones feel so glad then. Easily tripping, don't know why I'm so mad, man. Got a lot to be grateful for, even when I'm down bad, man. Some days I wake up. Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. Is that difficult to do? Like to do that a cappella without, I mean, or do you just kind of play the beat in your head, or how do you do that?
I think I do kind of play the beat in my head. I just like try to black out a little bit because it is definitely like nerve wracking.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I can like even feel myself now a little bit being like, oh boy, I don't know. I've never done that before.
Right.
But I think it's just one of those things that I need to be able to do because I thrive in the live atmosphere, right? That's very much my comfort zone. I love performing. But what happens is everybody experiences the live show differently. Some people are feeling the music. Some people are seeing your like action and reaction to stuff. Some people are processing what you're saying.
Right.
Some people might miss entire lines and segments of what I'm saying because it's just a different kind of atmosphere. And so being that what I do is so rooted lyrically, it's cool to have opportunities like this where it's like hopefully people can kind of be like, oh, I've heard that song 15 times, and hearing it that way, it really hit home what he's talking about or what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
And that's the best I could ask for.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. So have you done that live, just a cappella like that in front of an audience? Oh no, this is the first time?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we always play it at the shows since the album came out because it's just such a cool thing.
Yeah.
And I usually open with it because doing some of those vocal inflections, it's like if I try to do that at the end of the set when I've the show gets a little rowdy at times.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's like you got to get some of the more challenging vocally nuanced stuff out of the way early on.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. We had talked about playing studio track, Clipped Wings.
Oh yeah. This is a cool one. I'm glad that we're playing this because when we put the album out, that album release show was the only time we played the album top to bottom.
Oh, okay.
And so after that show, that song has just yet to have fit into a set list.
Really?
Yeah. And it's a great song, but it's a little longer and it's a little more of like a serious subject matter kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just like play that at it's not as fun as doing Not Having a Good Day and everyone's jumping around and singing along.
Right, right.
So it's cool when we were, but when we were off air, I was like trying to go through the new album to pick some songs that I figured hadn't been as widely picked up on or talked about or whatever.
Sure.
And this is definitely one that like, I don't want to say has gone unrecognized, but doesn't get the kind of conversation that like No Sugar Added or some of the other songs on the album. People have like Gratitude, people have really gravitate to these songs.
Yeah.
And that's also because we've exerted a lot of energy pushing them. So
yeah.
Clipped Wings is really cool. It's kind of the idea behind it is essentially not allowing yourself to be stifled, where it's easy for situations to dictate or for circumstances to dictate how much room you have to do X, Y, and Z. And ultimately it's like you can accept those terms or you can create a new way and not allow yourself to feel so beaten down.
Yeah. I like it. All right, let's give this a spin. This is Cody Pope and Byron G. It's from the album Giant Steps in Gate City. And Cody Pope is here with us live in studio. This is called Clipped Wings.
So-called kings want me to clip my wings. Don't like it how I sing and still do my thing. If you the type to not leave the house, we just don't believe your mouth. You can discuss anything with no ounce. What you talking about? Been in the down and dirty with the dirt in my nails. Ice pack recovery from the hurt of my fails. Nice that people loving me, sure, I feel swell. Deadlifting dead weight that wanna burn me in hell. Catalyst for change, a mad, insane brain. The target to me, more than a store or the range. Different missions when you missing what you never had. Been doing this most my life, it was never a fad. Been here for years, never steering out of fear. No man can program me different, that clear? Searching for clarity, sometimes I've made it barely. To keep on this hunt is not something you'll have to dare me. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing. I am on a mission to make sure that my circle eat. No more betrayals from these sucker Urkel geeks. We on the meeting tip towards the first of the week. Working right after work again, no hurting my feet. Certainly deep on the path that we've been carving out. Always satiating hunger, but still starving now. Some look at me like a Martian, I'm not Marvin now. When you evolve, you gotta leave behind the lava now. Even if you're not spiritual, think of karma how it can disrupt and derail the work you all about. Climbing ladders easily lead to slip and fall. You get your shot, how easily can you grip the ball? Hit the wall, lights flash, time to say nothing. If you in a jam, don't give them the turkey stuffing. The recipe stay locked up like 11 spices, even if it put you down for 11 lives. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing. Making mountains out of molehills, but I'm still climbing. They clip my wings, but you'll see I'm still rising. Probably need therapy, but at least I'm still rhyming. Hope you find the thing that help you make the most of timing.
That is Clipped Wings. That is from the album Giant Steps in Gate City. That's Cody Pope and Byron G. And we have Cody Pope here with us live in studio.
What up, world?
And Mike McDowell, also known as The Healer, is in the chat room. Hello.
Yeah, much love, brother.
Yeah, he's been on the show. I really enjoyed talking with him. He's doing a lot of great stuff.
The first time we connected was the last time that we were here.
Oh!
Mike was on the show before us.
That's right.
And so he was headed out of the building as we were headed in.
Oh, yeah.
And he stopped us and was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, you guys are going on. Like, let's da-da-da-da-da." And that's when we started keeping in touch.
Oh,
And
wow.
He let me know about the spot. And,
Yep.
and he's been a huge advocate for me on this, as I talk about this next chapter of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He's been a huge advocate for me already, letting me do the solo show. And like, that was really kind of the foundation of like how I want to put shows on again. So we have obviously we're going to be back there with the band.
Yeah.
We got some really special stuff in the works. I'm very, really grateful that we got connected.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's really great. Well, I'm glad that we were a part of facilitating that. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. We I think when we had him on, he was in the process of building up. He wasn't open yet.
Yeah.
Obviously the spot, but yeah, we should get him back on to talk about him, see how things are going. Yeah, he said in the chat. Let's see. He said, "My man Cody Pope, morning boys and Jenny," and he said, "Love you, homeboy." So very nice, very nice. Yeah, and it's so important too, in the music business, networking and meeting people, getting out and meeting people and all that. So that's great. What is kind of your, what are you most excited about? Because you're always doing a number of different things. Like obviously, playing with Cody Pope and the key holders, that's pretty exciting. Is that like the biggest thing or?
So that is definitely one of the things I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
But I also keep realistic expectations because both of my bandmates are in multiple other projects.
Right,
and stuff. It's not the kind of thing. But that's why I'm also back doing the solo shows too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I feel like now I've put myself in a position where there's not really a room that I can't attack. If I have enough notice, I could ask Byron, and me and Byron have a show that's unlike most artist-producer duos, and we have a chemistry that I'm so proud of when we're on stage and on record.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I've been talking about, I can do my solo shows, and I'm doing that again anytime anybody needs, any size room, any place, whatever. And having the band, now it's like those opportunities that may require something a little different than a traditional hip hop thing.
Yeah.
Now with the band, it brings a different live element. We can do different variations of my songs.
Yeah.
We did a cover at our first show, which like anybody that knows me, I kind of like, I don't want to say I hate covers, but I'm very judgmental of covers in bands that do a lot of covers and cover bands and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But it was like one of those things where it was like, man, I haven't had a band in so many years, and we're trying to pull this show together on a week's notice.
Yeah.
And we did a cover, and it went over incredibly. People went off, and so we were like,
what was it?
So we covered "Break Stuff" by Limp Bizkit.
Nice. I was in a band a long time ago that actually covered that song.
People just went bananas.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I knew it was going to be a different audience for that show.
Yeah.
And so it was like, in my head, it was like, oh, let's do some obscure punk rock cover. And like, it's something that's going to like make people smash the walls open.
Yeah.
And then it was like, let's do something that people know.
Yeah.
Like, let's do something they could easily. And so I've kind of found a little gravity in that, where it's like, okay, I like picking like one song that we can learn for each show.
Yep.
And so I think that's kind of become our thing, where like every time we do a show, we're going to have like a new cover that we do just for that show.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's a
Yeah.
cool concept. Yeah, I was in a band that we covered when I was in My Life Crisis. We covered break stuff, and it's funny because I related. The reason I laughed when you were talking about covers initially is because I remember being in that band, and I was always kind of like, guys, our originals are really strong. We don't need to be doing covers, and I resisted, but I was outvoted on that. But I ended up being glad we did it because that is a fun song. I know from personal experience that's a fun song to play live, and people get into it, people react to it.
And I think I got burnt out on like covers and stuff like that because I worked in the motorcycle industry for a number of years. I was doing marketing and events for different Harley Davidson dealerships.
Oh, okay.
And so as you can imagine, like that audience is a lot different than what I normally work with. And
Sure.
It's very much play the hits. Let's hear Skinner. Let's, and so it's like doing that for years. It's like, man, every week it's like we're just listening to Godsmack again, or we're just listening to whatever like butt rock band is like cool at it's like it just got so draining that it was like I just want to hear songs I've never heard before at this point.
Yeah.
Even if they're not good, I just want to hear songs I haven't heard yet.
Right.
Right. And so that kind of, but I think now I'm in a good place where it's like it's in at doing, I don't want to call it singing. I feel like that's not, there are people who are very incredible vocal singers who are trained. I don't know what you would call what I do, but the midst of vocalizing that I've been trying to add into my like rap style is doing cover songs is like a really good challenge for that. Break stuff obviously not exemplary of that, but some of the stuff that we're doing now is like songs where it's like, all right, I'm gonna try and like maybe work with a vocal coach to figure out how to do this song the best way. And then all the stuff that I learned in that time I can now apply to the stuff that I write going forward.
Yeah. So
I'm excited about it in that sense.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. The time goes quick. You want to do another? You want to do another acapella? I want to make sure we got another one in because that was really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think if we have time for one more. Should I? Okay. So I was working on this in the car. I was hoping I was going to get through it.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, but I just did it at the show this past show, and so I've only performed this song 2 times live now.
Oh.
Because it's from my last solo album that I did called The Howling Man, which came out in 2021.
Okay.
And the song is called Moonlight, and it's really just about like losing people that have passed to drug addiction and people that have like gone young and stuff like that, and having overcome a lot of that myself, the kind of duality of, like I'm so fortunate to have come out the other side of this thing.
Yeah.
And then the like, wow, so many people that I knew didn't. And like, it just doesn't always feel great.
Yeah.
But the times that I've done this song, it's really connected with people, and it's really like brought a lot of like people out of their shell that probably wouldn't have talked to me or said anything. And so it was like, all right, maybe I got to like suck it up and find a way to do this more often.
Yeah.
Crack open my cheat sheet here just in case I need it, but
yeah. If you're just joining us, we have Cody Pope here with us live in studio.
So this song is called Moonlight. This is from my album The Howling Man.
All right.
Candles burning out, staring at the moonlight, wondering if I'm gonna make it through another spoon light. Piano man, $5 if you play this tune right. Trying to see my friends, let my spirit soar to new heights. Heart hurts, lone survivor of my friend's past. Why this needle make me feeble but not end fast? Only longevity I seek is that my pen last. Drive my car $150 and then crash. Can't explain death's desire to those who love life. It's way more than money and having a love life. Brain operate different when you drained of your thinking. This command vision's way more than what you're drinking, yo. It's hard to think of all my friends gone. Forget the ones who abandoned them people been gone. I know, in our life, plenty of times, I've been wrong. Wish I knew how to speak instead of this song. It feels that I won't make it. Can't take my soul and feel that I'm still naked. Nah, brother, you can fight this battle, just another war. Nothing that we haven't overcome when we've seen before. It feels that I won't make it. Can't take my soul and feel that I'm still naked. Nah, brother, you can fight this battle, just another war, nothing that we haven't overcome when we've seen before. I can't take it, can't seem to suppress the fall. My body hurts, brain tired, depressing y'all. You feeling stressed? Hit the gym or go find a brawl. All in all, there's a million ways to survive, my dog. This world needs you, even at its most feeble, even when you feel like God and the devil both deceive you. You got brothers, you got sisters, we all receive you. No matter what you gotta say, we gonna try to believe you. Might of strength, something you gotta fight for. Takes training, takes time, takes a life's work. Hard to see illumination when your light pours, blinded by the grinding of your shining in your fight soars. Save my number in your phone as never giving up. No matter what I'm doing now, I'm about to give it up. Struggle runs deep, please know, I know you did enough. Please don't ever worry about if you did enough. It feels that I won't make it. Can't take my soul and feel that I'm still naked. Nah, brother, you can fight this battle, just another war, nothing that we haven't overcome when we've seen before.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like that line. Save my number in your phone is never given up. I like that a lot.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
you.
you.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Cody Pope here with us live in studio. And so, what is the next? What's the next big show you got coming up?
So November 6th. Wow. September 6th, I'm going to be in Northampton, Massachusetts at the Phoenix Rising Art Gallery.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That'll be a solo show. September 14th, I'm going to be at the Shaskeen with the Keyholders for our electric live set. We're going to be playing at Rap Night, so it'll be a little late Sunday night gig.
Yeah.
Then on the 27th of September, it's going to be me and the Keyholders again. We're going to be doing an unplugged acoustic show at the Spot in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
So that is kind of this month in a nutshell.
Yeah.
In addition to, I've been doing, I don't know if we had talked about it the last time I was here or not, but I've been doing a podcast every Monday. I do a live stream podcast on YouTube as well.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I was curious to ask you about that. Yeah.
So it's called Cody Central.
Okay.
We're almost 40 episodes deep now.
Oh,
almost.
wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's been awesome. So every week we essentially bring on a new guest. We've had chefs, we've had musicians, we've had athletes, we've had life coaches, trauma survivors, all sorts of different people.
Nice.
And it's been really cool because it gives me a chance to use my platform to let other people share their stories the way that like people like you guys give me a chance to share what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's like, how could I contribute back to the community that I ask so much of?
Oh, that's really cool.
It's been really cool. Yeah. I've been really privileged to have so many impactful and like really impressive people come on and share their stories.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you do it live or do you stream it?
Live stream.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. So it's Mondays, what time?
Every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
So it's been really cool.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to have you on the seat sometime.
Oh, I would love it. Yeah. I would love it. And it's called Cody Central?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing the logo for it. I dig the logo, but I'm
Thank
going to
you.
have to check out the show now that I know what it's about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Anything we didn't mention that you want us to know about? You got a lot going on, so I want to make sure
Yeah.
we don't leave anything unturned before we run out of time.
No, I mean the biggest thing is just kind of letting the world know that I'm back at it in whatever form you need me to. This was since Giant Steps in Gate City came out, things slowed down.
Yeah.
Because of life and everything that has happened, and I obviously was part of that, so I'm just trying to like kind of get the momentum going again.
Yeah.
And next year we're hoping to go back on tour next year.
Yep.
But in the meantime, I'm just trying to kind of fill up with as many regional dates as I can. I really just want to get the performing wheels going.
Yep.
I have a ton of new music in the vault right now. Like me and Byron have a bunch of stuff. I want to release that stuff soon, but I want to do it with him.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of waiting until he's ready and got the time.
Yeah.
And when he has the window,
yeah,
we're gonna run it and do that stuff. Hopefully we're gonna do the holiday stroll together this year too. That's been a big tradition of ours for the last 3 years now.
Good.
So
yeah,
I'm hoping we're gonna do that. But I also have an album with 8BZA in the vault that we're gonna do soon.
Oh, really?
We've been working on it for like the last 2 years or so.
Oh, wow.
And once again, it was just a timing thing.
Yeah.
And we got plans to do that soon. I have an EP with a producer from Maine. His name is Suede Breaks, and it's really cool. He's a music teacher. And so he actually played all of the instruments on the record.
Oh, cool.
And made these songs and gave them to me. And
Nice.
I've had these for a while too.
Yeah.
And so that's another project that we got in the vault. There's a producer from Maine named Graphic Melee, if you've heard of him.
I don't think I have, no.
He's a multi-instrumentalist, producer, DJ, rapper, but he's from Portland, and he hosts a show called Stereo Dreams every month. That's like a producer showcase.
Oh, cool.
And he sent me a batch of beats, so him and I have a really cool project that's going to be coming out as well.
Yeah.
The band and I are writing some music that is like, so right now the band, we play like songs from my catalog, but we're working on writing some new music that'll be like indicative of just the band.
Okay.
Too. So we got that stuff coming, and then I also have a project that's going to be coming out. I don't know if it'll be late this year or next year, but I have an album coming out. It's called Cranberry Cody, and I'm going to be playing most of the instruments on that.
Oh,
and so
nice.
It's going to be a little more of like a indie rock, alt rock kind of instrumentation with my like rap vocal stylings.
Oh, very
blended
cool.
Into it, yeah.
Yeah. No, you got a lot in the pipeline. That's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
And where should people go online to keep up with everything that you're doing?
So everything is cody-pope.com, CODY-POPE.com, or hellhoundpublishing.com, but that Hellhound is the universe.
Yeah. Excellent. Hey, it's great to see you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I'm
absolutely
so grateful. You guys have given me a platform so many different times that it's really cool to
Oh,
have.
we love having you come in.
Absolutely.
You know, it's like New Hampshire's a small place, and there's not many radio stations like this where you can just go and pop up and perform and talk and promote yourself, and you know, it's really special what you guys do. So I'm grateful to be part of it for sure.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're happy to have you. I appreciate that very much. Absolutely. And Jenny, you've got a big week ahead of you. You want to plug your website so people know where to keep up with everything you're doing?
Good luck. Yes, come check me out at jencoffey.com, JENNCOFFEY.com. You can check out the article from my new first byline on Common Dreams.
Yes.
It's up there on the blog. And I might be doing some stuff this week, so you might want to, check it out maybe midweek or so.
Absolutely,
We shall see.
yes, definitely.
Good trouble.
And if you are listening live on Saturday, coming up at 3 p.m. today, this is not on the radio station. This will strictly be online, but a bonus fourth hour of Matt Connarton Unleashed that will strictly be online. So keep your eye on the social media. I'll be interviewing a Senate candidate, Karishma Manzoor.
Yes.
She is, I'm going to be
I
doing
have endorsed her, and I think she's wonderful.
Yep, we're going to be doing a stream with her today at 3 p.m. live. So keep an eye on the Matt Connarton Unleashed social media channels. And if you don't get to see it live, it will be in the podcast feed. And again, that is completely separate from the radio station. So that is online only. And then also online only a little bit later in the day, I'll be doing a live episode of Tough Bumps with Eric Pilcher, and we'll be talking about the Rajah Jackson situation, that whole debacle. Attempted murder, in my view. But
seriously, but hey.
But Eric and I are going to talk about that later today. So lots going on. But I'm going to sneak in this track, Layers, I think, from
awesome.
Cody Pope and Byron G from Giant Steps in Gate City. And we'll play us out with that. But Cody, again, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you guys.
Absolutely. And we'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Like a game of multiple players. Everybody always got their target on a favor. Get their needs and barely got time to see you later. Then you expected to be up and out your way another day of my brain mostly off of the deep end. It's all the same, no looking towards the weekend. Pretty judgmental, I'm honest, I got some weak friends. Hate that I see the coward inside of these men. Never could settle when I know I could do better. Dead or the deader still chasing me with Berettas. Hot as the kettle, the water won't stop to settle. Metal the letters and dead all the slow pedals. Past addict, now pragmatic with thoughts of grandeur. Making moves to what I I do like salsa dances. Already know we could be New Hampshire's answer, but someone rock with us till we making cures for cancer. Layers, why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as layers. Why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as layers. The brain is a machine that's elaborate, like trying to draw a map while inside a labyrinth. Emotional roller coaster, Yankee cannonball. Standing strong, but some days it feels like man will fall. Hard to teach when life's a race on the learning curve. I'm trying to reach the peak with how I'm burning words. Always seek to speak something to see the light. Also my own darkness can't always be the right one in the argument. Often so astonishing, communication gets so off. We start admonishing, administering hate instead of seeking to understand why we hate another instead of lending a hand. Damned if we don't break the cycles that we've been chained by. The same mistakes that I've made, I've been drained by. Been so long since I can say I was sane, man. I know there's layers in my brain, need to change plans. Layers, why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as layers. Why it all gotta be oh so complicated? Why my brain cave when I know that I should make it? Can plot maps for others but stumble my feet naked. Layers upon layers, the puzzles are deep as sacred.
You're listening to Matt Connarton Unleashed on WMNH 95.3.
Diz's Cafe is the place to put a smile on your face. Judy and the crew will take care of you. Bring your appetite and treat your taste buds right. Diz's Cafe is always a winning choice. Breakfast, lunch, or supper. Diz's Cafe at 860